Hi everyone, it's Brenda from the Olmo Brook School Leon Challen Family Center, and I have Derek, my helper, here today. So today we're gonna do a very simple experiment, but very interesting. And for that we have a question for you guys. The question is, do you think that an egg will float or sink? So that is what we're gonna find out. And for that we're gonna just put some plain water, fresh water in this cup, and we're gonna fill it up to the top. And you can see. And while we do that, what do you guys think? Start making your hypothesis. Do you think it will sink or float? What do you think, Barry?
I think it'll sink.
Let's find out. So we're gonna place it in the water carefully, slowly. And oops, what happened?
It sunk.
It rapidly sunk to the bottom. Why is that?
Because the buoyancy force of the water was not like strong enough to hold up the egg because the egg is too heavy.
Buoyancy, what is that?
It is the ability to float.
So the buoyancy, it's the ability for things to float in water. So as you can see, the egg is heavier than the water, and that's why it sinks right away. Now in this one here, we're gonna add some water as well, but this time we're gonna add a different element, and this element will be table salt. Yes, so we're gonna add lots of salt into the water. Let's pour the water here. And well, you need lots of salt for this. The exact amount I couldn't tell you because it depends on the size of your cup and how much water you have and stuff. But we're gonna try it with about, let's try maybe 5 tablespoons of salt, like very full. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe put a little more. 5, we'll do 6 because try to fill it up quite a bit. More, like one more. There you go. We're adding about, let's say maybe 5 of them really full. And then you can stir. You help me stir it there? As you can see, the salt, it's turning the water pretty white, and you want the salt to dissolve as much as possible because that is what's going to change consistency of the water. What happens when you add salt to the water, Derek?
When you add salt to the water, the salt doesn't dissolve. It just turns into tiny pieces that you can't even see, and it mixes in with the water.
So yeah, it actually it does dissolve, but what happens is that it does not disappear, right? It looks like it disappears to our like when we see it, but it actually dissolves really well, and it incorporates into the molecules of the water, right? That's why it will look like it's not. So as you can see, it's really white, but we have to make sure it's very well mixed. So we're gonna continue to stir for a little bit more, and so while we wait for the water to settle so that we can have a clearer view of the cup, we're gonna add more water to the middle cup, but this time we're gonna add it just halfway. We're gonna fill it halfway. That way we're gonna try something different here. That's good. And then we're gonna add lots of salt, so maybe 4 tablespoons. And we're gonna stir, trying to dissolve as much as we can. And then we'll be back once this cup it's a little bit clearer, so that you guys are able to see the egg, okay? Okay, so we've waited a couple of minutes already, and this is as clear as it got. So hopefully you guys will be able to see the egg. We can move the cup a little forward for you guys to see it. And Derek is gonna place the egg inside the cup. And now what do you guys think? You think it will float or sink? Let's see if we'll make any difference from the fresh water. Carefully place the egg. Remember, it's a raw egg and you don't want it to break. And whoa, look at that. It stayed floating on top, and you can even see it from the top here. It's right on the top, and even if we try to push it down, it comes back up. And why is that? It's because, can you explain to us?
The salt makes the water stronger, so it can push. So the buoyancy makes the egg float up.
So the water becomes more dense with the salt, and the buoyancy of the water is stronger, right? So that creates a stronger force that is pushing the egg upwards. So in here, we did mix half a cup with salt, and now Derek is gonna place the egg, and let's see if it floats as well. I'm assuming it will float. What do you guys think? There you go, it is stay floating. So what we're gonna do is we're actually going to add some fresh water in here to fill up the cup and see what's gonna happen. Slowly. It did continue to float all the way up. I think we added almost as much salt as we had in our first cup here. And what I wanted to try is to decrease the amount of salt in the water, and so that it will be less dense, not as dense as the first cup here. So trying to see if we could balance the egg in the middle. And we actually were gonna continue to try it. I'm gonna bring a container and empty more of this water and try to add more fresh water and see if we are able to keep the egg in the middle of the cup. Okay, so here we are, and we're gonna try to add more water. As you can see, we have the half cup in here, and it's still floating. I still can see the egg from the top. So Derek is gonna add some more fresh water and see if we can decrease the amount of density of this cup and make our egg stay floating in the middle, halfway. And as you can see, it actually went almost all the way to the bottom. It's like pretty much touching the end, just like in this one here. Now let's see if we can try to lift it up again by adding a little bit more salt into the water. And this is a very fun experiment because you can see, you can play with it and try different ways. We're gonna add one more spoon of salt, that's it. And then we're gonna mix it and test it slowly. There you go. Now it's a little bit underneath. So you can see the difference from the very bottom, kind of like the middle there, and the very top. So this is how buoyancy works. And I hope you guys enjoyed the experiment, and if you guys give it a try at home, let us know. And maybe share some pictures as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye now.